What's up, YouTube? My name is Shiloh Bryant, and this is the start of my transformation video. Most of you guys weren't around when I first started my journey, so I decided to give you all a quick little video of how far I've come as of now. Keep in mind while watching this video that all of my progress happened while being a full-time student at a university, working each summer, and eating those college struggle meals. There's no such thing as not having enough time. Make time. Now on to the video. That's my response when I look at that picture right there. It's just mind blowing to see how far you've come. Like to see, like that's how I used to look. I mean, I was happy to be holding that $100 bill in my hand, but I was not in the best shape. That was around fifth or sixth grade, right before I started playing football in the seventh grade. This next picture right here, this is before I started lifting. This was December the 1st when I took this picture of 2010. After playing football, I was a whole lot more active. Not to mention, I also hit a growth spurt. At this point, I'm 17 and I'm about 6'2". So 17, 6'2", weighing around 170 pounds. Now, 170 pounds on some people isn't that bad, but when you're 6'2", I mean, that makes a huge difference. All that weight is stretched out. So as you can see, I was very scrawny. Like, I can't even believe this is how I used to look. This along with the other picture. I was only doing push-ups and sit-ups and some little 20-pound dumbbell curls to obtain a little bit of abs. As you can see, no chest really and tiny little arms still, but I was doing what I could do until I finally started hitting the gym. Now, I know this is going to sound funny, but at this point, I actually thought I was big. And I look back at these pictures now and it's like, how could you think you were big? But that's how the mind goes. I mean, the mind is a very powerful thing. And in this next picture, I started working out at the gym. This is 1 month after the last picture you just seen. So 1 month after, this is December the 31st of 2010. 1 month of hard work in the gym, just going, I think 4 to 5 times a week, 4 or 5 times out of the week. I was in the gym, just hitting each muscle group, each part. And I mean, I made a lot of progress. I had those beginner gains going on.
Okay, I see you. You're not there just yet, but you'll get there. Keep it up, buddy.
In this pic, I'm about 3 years into lifting. Because in that last picture you seen, that was like at the very end of 2010, so about to be 2011. So this is about 3 years after that point. And what happened in this picture is I was doing a lot of lifting. I started building up some tendonitis in my forearms and wrists. And you always hear the no pain, no gain type thing. And I kept working on it, kept bench pressing, kept curling, and a whole bunch of stuff, even though it was hurting. And after a while, it got to the point to where even just holding the bar in my hand to bench, it was hurting. So I ended up taking like 3 months off, and I lost a lot of muscle. You can see on the left hand side, that was me not lifting for 3 months of time because I kept pushing it even though it hurt. If I would have stopped when I first initially felt the pain, I would have been just fine. But you live and you learn, beginner mistakes. So now, I mean, you really need to listen to your body. That's a big mistake that beginners always make, including myself. So then the picture on the right hand side, that was me a month back into the gym after taking 3 months off.
Is that a V-tape, bro? See? What? You? Okay, keep it up.
This picture was about 5 months after the split pic you just seen. And it actually surprised me when I took it because, I mean, I never really just looked at my back in the mirror. I mean, every time you go in the mirror, brush your teeth, whatever, what you see is what's in front of you. I mean, I still worked my back and stuff, but I never really seen it. And when I actually took the picture, I was like, wow, okay, I'm making some progress here. And I've always had a naturally smaller waist, so once I started adding in a lot of pull-ups and stuff, that made my waist look even smaller by the time my back up top and lats got wider. This is December 25th, 2014. This is at the, I guess you can say, at the top of my so-called bulk. I mean, I never was really just bulking. I never really got into the gym to obtain a certain look as far as body-wise. I just liked the fact of getting stronger and stronger. It was more of a competition of me with myself. So at this point, all I've been doing is just eating and then getting stronger. And you realize as you're getting stronger, then you're also going to put on size because your body has to adjust to the ways that you're moving. So I was 225 pounds at that point, and I just said, hey, let me try something new. So I decided to go on my first legit cut after 4 years of lifting. Said, why not? Let me see what I can do. Because at that point, my abs starting to look a little more puffy, not as lean as they were. Like, okay, I think I built up a good amount of muscle. Let me cut down and see what I'm actually looking at. So in this picture, this is the beginning of February 2015, my first cut ever. And as you'll see in the next four pictures, all it's showing is the process of me getting leaner and leaner until even the last picture, I look even fuller and bigger at 205, I think I was, than I was even when I was at the top of my bulk.
That's what I'm talking about, boy. Keep it up, keep it up. You on your way, you on your way.
I feel I did a pretty moderate cut. I didn't want to drop weight too quick and lose too much muscle. I wanted to keep it fairly medium, not too fast, not too slow, so I can hang on to as much muscle as possible. And so in this picture, I weighed about 192. And from here, for the rest of the summer, I pretty much maintained my weight. And this is the most shredded my back has ever been because I mean I never cut before until this point. Repping the UNCG Spartans, had the veins popping. And I mean, I was getting lean when at the beach, I had the vein even running through my chest. I didn't even notice until after the picture that I had veins running through the top of my chest.
Now you know you're doing something right if a guy at the beach asks you to borrow one ab. Not all your abs, just one. Just one. And he'd be just happy with that.
At this point, now it's November, sitting at the Thanksgiving table. So, I mean, to me, even if it wasn't time to bulk yet, I felt like this was a pretty decent time to start back with bulks. Hell, I mean, why not? So, started back my bulk here on Thanksgiving Day and kept it going. The picture on the left is the same picture you seen earlier, right before I started my cut. And the picture on the right is Christmas Day, right after the last picture you seen. And the thing is, this is what lifting is all about. I was 225 pounds on the left hand side, and I was also 225 pounds on the right hand side. But the longer you lift, the more muscle maturity you get, and I mean, the leaner you get while gaining that extra size. So here, I'm not even cutting, I'm still going up in weight. Now, finally, it's January 2016. And in this picture, this is leading up to the top of my bulk. I think I was around 235 pounds in this picture here at the school gym right after a workout, I believe. And the heaviest I got up to was 242 pounds. Not sure exactly when that was, probably around February or March. And so after that, after I hit 242 pounds, and now I'm back down to cutting again. On my last cut, I cut down to about 192 pounds. So I feel on this cut, I'm going to cut down to about 210 pounds, no lower than 205. We'll see. Just play by feel. No big deal. And you can see how I currently look on my recent videos on this channel.
Well, guys, that is the end of my transformation video. I hope you guys liked it. Remember, anybody can make a transformation. You just have to be willing to put in the hard work and the time necessary to get you to that point. More content on the way, guys. Until next time, catch you later.